I feel about Whitney the same thing as I've been saying about Kyle lately after watching season 2 of RHOSLC. I think Whitney's a sniper from the side. I think Whitney stirs it. She's found her voice after watching herself season 1. You know, Lisa Barlow might scream louder. Jen Shah might scream even louder. Meredith might scream louder. You know, do not talk about Meredith's family. Love you, Meredith. I do. I love my Meredith. I think Whitney's a sniper from the side. And I think Whitney will absolutely bring drama and speak out and tell people to fuck off if they get in her face. Heather Gay is hilarious. So she's kind of like, so that we got everything covered. Now we move into the New York girls. Listen, Leah is just batshit fucking crazy as a human being. She is. I'm sorry. That's my honest opinion. And so, I mean, she'll do whatever. I think Leah's also a little, I think the thirst is real. And so I think she too will treat this as her chance to maybe make a mark. I mean, you're not going to be asked on the OG show, sweetie. And the new incarnation of Real Housewives of New York isn't going to be based around you. So this is Leah's swan song. She might think it's her audition for something else. It's not. Just being honest. And I love the fucking Tins. I love the Tins. The Tins is an icon. Sorry, the Tins is an icon. So
Tins is an icon. And I mean, I feel like I even need a Scott update. Like, I hope we get a whole bunch of tea about Scott. Like,
we
I
might.
know it's over. And I also feel like, is Tins ever going to use those embryos, those eggs? I mean, I don't know. There's so much to update on Tins. I need Tins. And like, Tins is so gorgeous to me. How is Tins not locked down with a man? I mean, Tins must be a whole thing. Has Tins been on Behind the Velvet Rope?
No, and we have tried. I was so close. You know, people love when I reveal these little things. I was so close. I was DMing. Excuse me, I was texting with Miss Dale Mercer. That's correct. I'm going to reveal some tea, guys. Sarah's like,
I love Dale. Okay. Dale is like, I aspire to be Dale as a mom. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm old, just fabulous, Palm Beach, gorgeous diamonds, hair blown out all the time, in Chanel, rolling in, besties with my children. Go on.
And so Dale and I were texting, and this was after the season that was Tinsley's last season, which was Dorinda's last season. And Dale was going to come on. She was coming on Behind the Velvet Rope, everyone. And then, I don't know, maybe she sat down and talked to the Tins, and the Tins is like, that's that podcast that, like, they ask you one question and it goes all over the world. But very nice. And Dale was like, listen, you know, think about it. She's like, the way that reunion went between Tinsley and Dorinda, Tinsley won. It was like, it made Dorinda look very bad. Dorinda was put on pause after that. And Tinsley left that show with her head held high. That was the season after, like, Dorinda berated Tinsley. And she's like, you know, it's being wrapped up in a bow. And like, after the reunion, this was before the reunion. She's like, I'm going to give you some tea. This is going to make Dorinda look, you know, and it's just, Tinsley's going to walk away and it's going to look, and the story's over. And anything I say is going to undo the light around Tinsley. And I said, you know what, Dale? She's an older woman, Dale. No shade, respect your elders. I was like, you are 100% right. There's nothing you're going to say on this podcast when I ask you about Dorinda and Tinsley and Dorinda that is going to further it. Something's going to get convoluted, and the bow is going to be unwrapped. And I respect you too much, Dale Mercer. I understand. Let's keep in touch. And we did. We kept in touch. And so, you know what it is? I had Constantine Maroulis on a million times, and it went viral. And like, Constantine dated Tinsley, and Dale loves Constantine. So and I know Constantine very well. So it was like all in the family. And I was like, look, I just can't do that to you. Like, you're right. Like, I have to agree. I have to agree with you. So we could have had Dale Mercer, guys, but sometimes I'm not a scumbag.
I told you I nearly had sex with Constantine, right? I've told you the story.
Okay. What? You never told me this.
Okay, when I was hosting the Kane show on Hot 99.5 back in the day when American Idol was so hot and popping off, Constantine came in to give us an interview, his season where he finished what, third, fourth. He was fifth. He was very, very big up. I at the time was dating an older man, a sugar daddy, named Ed, who they called Old Man Ed on the radio because he was 15 years older than me.
Okay.
You know, we broke up. It was deteriorating. Anyway, Constantine and I had made eye contact. We were getting it on. We were walking towards the elevator. He wanted my phone number, and one of my co-hosts came in and cock blocked me and hit the close button on the elevator and told Constantine that I had a man. I was so upset. Constantine has been on the Sarah Fraser show as well, and we've talked about this, and Constantine claims he doesn't remember, which is the ultimate, how forgettable are you? And I will never forget because I came so close to having sex with him. Anyway.
Right. A, that's really good for your self-esteem. And B, here's the thing. I'm sure it happened, but you are way, 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 way too young for Constantine. Way. Okay. Constantine, like you're way too young.
All right. Well, there you go.
Anyway, well, you know what? When this episode comes out, guess what? I'm going to take this little clip and I'm going to send, I really know Constantine very well. I know him very well.
I adore him. He came on my show. We had the most hysterical conversation because I was giving him a play-by-play account of this. He recalled none of it. And and then I asked him point blank, would you have sex with me now? And I think he said he didn't answer the question. He wouldn't have sex with me.
You're too young, babes.
You're too young. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So like it's but now, so girls trip. And then, and then we have Gizelle and then we have Candiace. Look, I mean, it's
messy, handy gal messy. Love it.
Picture like, you know what it is? These, like, I'm loving the girls' trips, but I'm not sure everybody is. But I think the idea of it, when we mash up these casts, like the idea of what could happen is so, like, imagine Leah throwing these tiki torches and there is Candiace and Gizelle. I mean,
it'll be, yeah.
Like, yeah. I actually think that they might clash, like Candiace. So Candiace and Gizelle, and especially, and I also think it's very interesting that we have 3 sets of 2s in current Housewives. And this is the first time we have current with exes. Leah and Tinsley are exes. So we're mixing exes with current. This opens up the floodgates. You know what I think soon? My prediction? What? They might start looking at some friends of. Maybe eventually.
Really?
Well, I mean, we have to go down the list and see, like, have we had good friends of, I don't know, but like, who's going to come next? And I also think, like, I know it's canceled, but I mean, I think they might start turning to Dallas maybe. Like, I just think the possibilities are endless.
I do too. I think they could pop back up for sure.
I think the possibilities are endless. By the way, I might as well throw this in. Speaking of ex-housewives, I went to Le Bibliothèque the other night for dinner and I ran into the one, the only Miss Kristen Taekman, RHONY. You know.
How was she?
Here's the thing. If I'm being totally honest, this is